Here is a sort of classified ad that may be of interest to my audience. Tax class available, teaching proper income tax avoidance for those who work in the private non-governmental sector. 2-day class either in person or online. Cost $2,000. Call 484-238-5200. Few problems in the world are as annoying as slow or spotty Wi-Fi. The number one way to improve your Wi-Fi speed is with this amazing little device. It will increase the speed of your home Wi-Fi by up to 300 megabits a second. It's the perfect solution for larger homes or those prone to dead spots. For more info, go to www.boostthewifi.com or click on the link below and get up to 50% off your order. Good afternoon. I'm still reporting on the coup. The coup de grace for the United States would be the Convention of States. Why? Because for the last 45 years, the minions of Satan have been pushing this. They always have the same modus operandi. That is, claim that a runaway convention can never, ever happen, when in fact that is exactly what will happen. Why? Because it will be in the hands of Nancy Pelosi. I've been opposing what I've called the con since about 1985. I helped in causing Florida to become the first state to rescind its con call. However, in 2014, long after I had left the state, they repassed it. We got Florida to rescind by going throughout the home district of the Senate leader and stopping in every country store and dropping off leaflets. I then went with the late great Phyllis Schlafly to New Jersey to speak before one of their legislative committee hearings on the merits of the con. We defeated its passage in that state as well. One of the early YouTubes I did on this was in 2015, 20 years later, when Marco Rubio was campaigning against Trump for the nomination. He promised that if elected, he would see that the con would be passed. That, of course, made me unalterably opposed to any further Rubio candidacy. The proponents of this Convention of States advocate for a new constitutional convention to be called to modify the original U.S. Constitution. The idea originally was that the con would consider only a balanced budget amendment, but only 27 states have passed a call for the balanced budget amendment. 6 states have passed a bill calling for a con for any and all subjects. Interestingly, those 6 states are Illinois, Kentucky, New Jersey, New York, Oregon, and Washington. That makes a total of 33 states that have passed some version of it. Also interestingly, California has not passed a con call for any reason. So legally, they need 34 state legislatures to pass a constitutional convention call on a single topic for one to happen. But now in Mississippi, the proponents are trying a new tactic, aggregating the different applications. If they do that, then Mississippi would be the 34th state to pass the con. So what if this had to be decided by the U.S. Supreme Court? Uh-oh, trouble dead ahead, because under Biden, Pelosi, and Obama, they just might be able to get away with it. But here's the problem. Who would be the delegates to the convention? They wouldn't be people like you and I. They would be people who would be approved by at least the hierarchy of your state legislature. But there is one more, much more likely scenario. The Congress of the United States could claim authority over the con and even appoint the U.S. House of Representatives to be the only delegates at the convention. That would put Madame Pelosi in charge. With our first constitutional convention, the delegates to the convention were assembled to do just one thing, and that is to improve the original founding document, the Articles of Confederation. But once the doors of the Constitutional Convention were closed, the delegates realized they could do whatever they wanted. However, back in those days, you had people who were quite willing to stand up for what was right, not what would make them rich. Such is not the case today. So the product of that first Constitutional Convention was our existing United States Constitution, And the delegates did a darn good job with foreseeing future problems and providing built-in remedies. They also left us a specific process for amending the Constitution. You can amend the existing U.S. Constitution in any way you want, but you have to follow the rules. This con gambit is specifically designed to circumvent those rules because they know the American people will revolt against the changes they want to make in the existing U.S. Constitution, and so they have to gin up this convention of the states to make it sound like they would reach down into the American population to fill the seats at the convention when nothing like that would actually happen. Even without the con, the fate of the United States is in doubt at this hour. But with the con, there would be no doubt. The American Republic would be over. Our fates would be sealed. Real freedoms for the common person would vanish. If you need more information, feel free to contact Janine Hansen. She works at Eagle Forum, Phyllis Schlafly's group. Janine is their National Constitutional Issues Chair. You can email her at director@nevadafamilies.org and ask how you can help. This con is very convincing. A lot of Republicans have bought into it. Mark Levin at one point was all for it. I blasted him in one of my early reports, and he was not happy about that. I don't know where he stands now. I don't think President Trump has expressed an opinion on the con, or I'd certainly remember it. This situation is critical. Last Thursday, Mississippi Representative Dan Eubanks, a Republican, introduced H.C.R. 58, which asks Congress to call an Article 5 convention for the limited purpose of proposing a single-subject balanced budget amendment, or BBA. The con lobby is hoping to hoodwink the Mississippi legislature into passing H.C.R. 58 before the session closes, which could be in the next few days. If you are in Mississippi, you need to contact your state senators and representatives and send them the letter titled Open Letter to Mississippi Legislators. I'll put the link in the description box below to both the House Concurrent Resolution 58 put forward by the proponents of the con. Also will be a link to another letter opposing the con. Also will be a link to an approved letter opposing the con, which will be in the form of a PDF that you can download and send to your legislators. Also, the links to the legislators' offices are also provided. Here's the link. I'm still reporting from just outside the citadel of world freedom. Good day. Series 7 or 24 mutual funds trader needed to testify that a certain instrument is in a certain mutual fund with CUSIP fund number. This service will be needed frequently. Call 484-238-5200.